Happy Friday morning, Mountaineer fans. It's Chris, it's Mike, it's earsports.com, taking up 3 minutes of your morning. Today, we're talking ESPN College Game Day. 24/7 Sports put out a long form article earlier this month discussing or taking a guess at which games each and every week would be the feature of ESPN's famous College Game Day program. West Virginia, not mentioned. They've been there before. They've been to Morgantown. They've been to games where West Virginia is playing somewhere else. So, Mike, what game, make a pitch for me. Which game on this schedule should ESPN consider for a game day appearance for the Mountaineers?
All right. Are we going to kick out the Penn State game or do you want to kick off with the Penn State game? Because
I
we don't
want to
know this is
kick off with
happening.
that.
You want to kick off with it?
Let's do it.
Does it happen? And do you, I don't know, uh, maybe there's a lot going on that weekend because it's opening weekend. But Chris, is there a lot going on that weekend?
There's only a couple of games for really to compete with for West Virginia out of that. And a few of them, yeah, are probably going to be marquee, ESPN/ABC/Disney games. But that Penn State game, first time in what 30 years, 30 plus years in Morgantown, they being ESPN saw what it was like with a West Virginia Pitt game just a couple of years ago. Imagine what it might be like for a West Virginia Penn State game here. I think they could really get some excitement out of that one. So, and like you said, without the lack of really competition for a bunch of games, maybe they can kind of jump in there.
Yeah, there's going to be that Clemson Georgia game. That'll be your primetime kickoff game, which will probably be ABC. It'd be hard to see them not down there for that game. So, well, I think that could and should be a nighttime kickoff. I'm not sure that's going to happen. We'll see. But that's going to be an upper echelon game. Chris, I'm going to go to week 4. West Virginia, let's say, plays Penn State. I'm not going to predict a win. I don't think they would get embarrassed. Let's say it's a good game and the world is entertained by what they saw. Go to 2-0 with the winner of the FCS team a week later, or excuse me, go 1-1 and win over an FCS team a week later. Heck, go crazy, make it 2-0, and then beat what's supposed to be just an average Pitt team in Pittsburgh. Now you're 2-1, you're 3-0. It's like, oh, cool. Well, Chris, then you get maybe as good a quarterback matchup early in the season as you're gonna find when you get Jaden Daniels against Garrett Green, Kansas, that wild offense at West Virginia seems like a game day opportunity for me. That's your new Big 12 in that it's not teams that have been really known to succeed and dominate in the Big 12. But hey, here's two of the old traditional Big 12 football powers going at it. Great offenses, would look good with the uniforms and the lights. You can see some competition out there from other games. UCLA at LSU would pop out to me. I don't see one stealing the thunder right there. So why not roll the dice early in the season on some, I don't know, spring Heisman kind of ceremony here between a Garrett Green, Jaden Daniels matchup.
I love it. Perennial powerhouse, Kansas, comes to Morgantown. Put it on the billboard, put it on ESPN Game Day. Oh, excuse me.